Sometimes due to a lack of ilm, we tend to attribute things to Islam, or we do not attribute things to Islam, and we attribute them in a way that suits our needs or suits our biases, but they have no justification within Islam. One such thing is reciting nasheeds or naats. There is a very famous ahadith, and this reference belongs in Sahih Muslim, hadith number 6384, Sahih Muslim. There is a famous Naat Khan, one of the first in fact. His name is Hazrat Hassan ibn Thabit, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He's sitting in the masjid and he's reciting nasheed and naat upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He's reciting poetry upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. The Amir al-Mu'mineen, the Amir of the time, was Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He happens to pass by and he notices Hassan bin Sabit sitting in the masjid of the Nabi, reciting poetry upon the Nabi in the company of the companions. Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, he stares, almost glares at Hassan bin Sabit as if to say, "What are you doing?" Hassan bin Sabit was not one to back down. He glares right back at Umar ibn al-Khattab and he says to Umar, "Oh Umar," stopping his poetry, "is something the matter?" Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala, he strides into the mosque. He says, "Hassan bin Sabit, the Nabi, I have never seen the Nabi do such a thing. I never saw others do such a thing for the Nabi in the Nabi's mosque. How dare you do this?" So Hassan bin Sabit, he says, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, I used to do this in the company of Rasulullah, in the mosque of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam." Hazrat Umar ibn al-Khattab, he says, "What is your daleel? What is your daleel?" In front of him was seated Hazrat Abu Huraira. Hazrat Hassan bin Sabit, he says, "Abu Huraira will give my daleel." Abu Huraira radiyallahu ta'ala, he says, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, it is in fact the truth. Hassan bin Sabit would on numerous occasions sit in the mosque of the Nabi reciting poetry upon Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam." My dear brothers, such is the extent to which we have gained false knowledge, or knowledge that is incomplete, that we even doubt reciting poetry upon Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam as being an action that is not attributed within Islam, when in fact it was the sunnah of many of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow all of us to recite poetry upon the Nabi sallallahu alayhi